Hi, I'm Sarah, and today we're going to talk about 2 things you can do right now to stop sagging breasts. So you may feel quite conscious if you feel like you have sagging breasts. Okay, this is actually very normal. There are studies showing that up to half of women feel that they have saggy breasts. So it's a normal thing because the media has made us to feel that having perky breasts is the perfect look. But actually it's natural, all right? So there are 2 things that contribute to sagging breasts. I call them the 2 G's. Okay, that's gravity and genetics. So let's talk about gravity. Gravity affects all of us equally. So basically, the longer you've been around, the longer that gravity has had an effect on you. In other words, aging. Okay, so there's not much we could do about it. That's just the way the world works. And of course, if you have larger breasts, then the effect from gravity will be more. Okay, let's talk about the second thing, which is genetics. So some of you may know, breast is not made of muscle, it's 100% made of tissue. Okay, and one of the things that's holding all this breast tissue together is called the Cooper's ligament. Okay, so this Cooper's ligament, like everything else in our body, it depends on the genes that you're born with. So some of us may be born with looser ligaments, which leads to saggier breasts naturally. Some of us are born with tighter, more taut Cooper's ligaments. So that means the breasts naturally have a perkier look. Okay, so that's something that is just genetics. However, there are some things that affect the Cooper's ligament, such as environmental factors such as exercising, or perhaps you've been breastfeeding. So these are the things that as your breasts bounce when you're exercising, it loosens the ligament. So when you've been breastfeeding, it loosens the ligament, so that leads to saggier breasts. So what can we do to prevent the sagging breasts? Okay, there are 2 things you can do today to prevent that. The first is, every day make sure you wear a very well supporting bra. Okay, so I know some of you may not like to wear structured bras, you may not like to wear underwired, you prefer wearing bralettes all the time, or even going braless. Okay, so this is, you can choose it if you prioritize comfort over support, but if you want to prevent sagging breasts, then you should be wearing a very well supporting bra. Okay, so you may have heard rumors that say, wearing bras can cause sagging breasts. I would say it's true if you're not wearing a proper, well-supporting bra. Okay, so get yourself measured and make sure you wear a well-supporting bra. Right, so that's the first one. And the second one, when you're doing exercise, make sure you're wearing a sports bra. Okay, the key thing about sports bra is it compresses your breasts so that it reduces bounce. Okay, so if you have large breasts, up to G cup, your breast could be bouncing as much as 5.5 inches when you're doing high intensity exercise. So by wearing a sports bra, it minimizes the bounce, and therefore the Cooper's ligaments don't become loose, and therefore it prevents your breast sagging. Okay, so these are the 2 things you can do today. Wear a very well supporting bra every day and wear a sports bra when doing exercise. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, click the like button and subscribe to our channel, All Things Bras. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye!